Official weight 224 pounds, representing Roughneck combatants from Dixon, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Albert Venom Trevino.
101, 202, what you wanna do? Get your partner, tell your clique, run and call your crew. Say you wanna walk, what's your hand game like?
You need to talk? What table are we at? All right, we have Albert Trevino coming out, and I mean, this is the first fight of the night. We're gonna get this card started. Relatively unknown. I believe this might be his pro debut.
Amateur debut.
Amateur debut. Pro-amateur debut.
Pro-am.
Albert Trevino making his way out to the cage. A little pre-fight jitters, perhaps.
And he's got to wait till the right part of the song comes out, man. He's got to get gassed up. There he is.
There he is. That's the spot he was looking for.
All right. Now let's see. He's fighting Alejandro Ramos.
Alejandro Ramos will be
This is
out.
Albert Trevino fighting Alejandro Ramos.
Absolutely. Now he's coming out with some guys who look like Batman and Robin behind him. Perhaps the dynamic duo.
I think they're both Batman. I don't know which one's Robin. I can't tell them apart.
Not as dynamic as this duo, I would think. Delicious D and the Bowtie Boss are getting it in here at Rise 01. All right.
I'll tell you what, I give anybody credit that steps in this cage in front of us.
It is.
It takes a lot of cojones to step in here.
Cage. This MMA-style fighter stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, official weight 210 pounds, representing Team Top Notch from Villa Park, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Alejandro Ramos.
Wow, this guy has got a big crowd here. Alejandro Ramos, he's from Top Notch. I've trained with this guy.
Now, Team Top Notch, you have a very good familiarity with this team.
Oh, yeah, Team Top Notch. They throw down over there. It's a gym full of a bunch of badass, tough fighters, all throwing down.
They have a reputation in Chicago for some extremely hard sparring. No headgear, and they just get after it.
They get after it. Some of my hardest goes have been at Top Notch. Mac Ramos in his corner, great Thai coach. He's a great all-around MMA coach. Let's see what kind of game plan he's put together for Alejandro.
Gotcha.
This might be both of these guys' debut.
Now Alejandro Ramos is coming out to House of Pain, jump around. I'm imagining he's going to want to be jumping around in victory after this thing is over.
Yeah, he's got a lot of people here. He's got a big crowd, so hopefully he's got a lot of support to get him through here and get him in the cage and get him a win.
Certainly as the first fight, he's got probably half the crowd is his right now. Again, you mentioned Mac Ramos in the corner. He's probably, I would say at this fight, he might be the most experienced cornerman around here tonight.
He's definitely been in a handful of fights, UFC level fights, world-class fights. He knows what he's doing. Good guy to have in the corner.
Okay, about to get started here. Rise 01, Trevino versus Ramos.
Do we know what weight this is at?
This is 210, so these guys are heavyweights.
Heavyweights, all right, big
boys. Of the
boys.
cage to get this party started.
Big boys are going to throw down.
Veteran referee.
I like being in this seat. It's hard. Normally, I'm always trying to yell out commands and stuff. Now I just have to observe.
Exactly. Now that you're this close, you can say what you really feel about the fighters.
Oh, nice kick.
Inside leg kick to start things for Trevino.
Ooh, big right. Ooh, nice. Hit him with the right hook. Throwing bombs, throwing real wide.
I have the impression that this thing will not be going on very long.
No. I think Trevino needs to keep his hands up.
Trevino has a very strange defensive style and a nice cut on his cheek.
Yeah, nice knee. Ooh.
His defensive style seems to be, let me put my right cheek directly on your fist and see if I can stop it.
Now, Ramos is throwing real wide. He wants to keep, I'd say keep it tighter a little bit because all he needs is Trevino looks like he hits pretty hard. Just one counter might be good night, but he's too much power right now. He's not going to make it out of this round. TKO is coming up, I think.
Ramos seems like he wants to stop this thing on a right hand, and he might actually do that.
He's angry. Trevino's overdone.
Trevino's finding a spot where he's
I'll tell you what, he's got hard. He's taking it. He's trying to win. He's trying to find a way to win.
You have the referee, Otto, taking a close look at that
Now,
cut.
I'm not sure. The amateur rules, no knees allowed, maybe?
Would you call that pulling guard necessarily?
That is pulling guard, guillotine attempt, kind of a way to neutralize the fight because he was kind of taking a beating on the feet.
Slowing that beating down from the feet.
Yeah.
We got Alejandro Ramos in a half guard, looking to posture up and rain down some shots.
He's got a good underhook. He's got good head position. He's using his shoulder to pass.
Now, what do you think he's trying to do here? Just
he's
pass
trying to pass to
through?
Mount. Yeah, he's trying to go right to Mount. I have a feeling this guy's going to roll over and he's going to get a rear naked choke victory.
Now, Ramos is saying, I'm going to punch you with this right hand. And he does. Crowd is going
Maybe
crazy.
Maybe he won't even get a rear naked TKO victory.
Referee's looking very closely at this fight. My thought is that they're going to stop this very shortly.
They should stop it a while ago. Don't let this go on. It's an amateur fight.
There we go, and that's a stoppage. Alejandro Ramos.
He is excited. You see that little sweat move?
First round TKO.
I liked it. Good fight, good heart.
Dr. Bruce Wirtz.
Best doctor in the business, I'll tell you what.
Absolutely.
He has tended my wounds many a time.
I would love to have him tend my wounds.
He has a gentle
I think my wife might be listening, so scratch that. I don't want him tending to my wounds at all.
You have never had a wound to need tending.
They're looking at Trevino very carefully to make sure that he's not seriously hurt. Alejandro Ramos playing to the crowd a little bit. I think his fans are leaving happy with him here today.
Team Top Notch showing already they're off to a good start.
Now, Team Top Notch fighter Alejandro Ramos is taking a couple pictures with a birthday boy tonight. We have Joey Hill.
Is it Joey Hill's birthday?
It is
Get
absolutely
out of town.
I'm in town.
You are in
for
town.
Joey Hill's birthday.
Me too.
You know, speaking of which, since I am in town, I'm sitting next to Delicious D, Dennis Downbrow. I don't know if anybody else knows this, but I'm so happy to be here with you tonight, sir.
Rodney, it is great to be seen by you. Let me tell you what.
Now I have a feeling that Team Top Notch might be rattling off a couple of victories tonight.
Yeah, who else do they have on the card here?
A handful of guys.
Just taking a gander over this fight card.
That's the other thing I love about amateur fight cards is there's no shortage of fights. You better bring your
Now,
Pampers
there
out.
was someone else from Top Notch, but I think last minute the opponent might have pulled out. I don't know the reason, but it looks like that might be the case.
Gotcha. So it's great to see Albert Trevino standing up on his own.
Good sportsmanship between the two fighters.
Nice. Anytime I get beat up, I just want to give a hug to the guy who just got done beating me up.
Oh, yeah. Me too. There's nothing I want to do less than see that person.
Absolutely. So a nice treat for the fans. First round KO.
Who do we got next? Zachary Flesas versus...
In 54 seconds of round number 1. Referee Otto Torriero stops his bout for your winner by tentacle knockout due to strikes, Alejandro Ramos.
That was Mike Vale with the call. 1 minute, 11 seconds in. Mike Vale announces Alejandro Ramos from Team Top Notch as the winner.
I have just been informed that clapping is a little too aggressive, so now I'm just rubbing my fingers together.
Absolutely. Every time you clap next to me, Mr. Dennis Downbrow, I go a little crazy.
Yeah,
sending it back to Mike Vale.